It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it is Katie Lee. Happy Friday, my friends. My night last night and morning this morning was a little bit traumatic, I'm not going to lie. So I have some baby kitty barn kitties. I love them to death, and they've been fantastic. My only problem right now is that I have an owl that lives in my yard, and he comes out like in the evenings. And so my kitties are starting to get a little adventurous, and they're running out of the boxcar, the barn, or whatever it's called, and they're wandering around the yard. And I'm just like, kitties, listen, you can play outside all day long. That is totally fine. But as soon as the evening begins, that sun starts to go down, you need to go back in the boxcar and hide all night long, because I do not want to find you gone because my owl decided to take you away. Okay? And so this morning, I was missing one of them, and I was about to go into a hysterical breakdown because I'm just like, I can't lose my little baby kitties. And so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have to lock them inside at nighttime now, because I don't want to lose my baby kitties. I like to have mousers around my house. And all of my cats are still alive, and they've been doing a great job. And I need to save my kitties. I'm just going to start putting them all on the back porch. You know, kind of like they do with chickens. You know, they can be free range in the day, but nighttime, my baby kitties, they're coming in and they're sleeping inside. I can't have cats in the house because for some freaking reason, I don't know what happened to me. God hates me or something. But if I have them around me for too long, then I get like itchy and sneezy, and like I start to break out. It sucks because I love cats so much. So compromise is having them out in the yard at least. But I might have to put them on the back porch and just kind of avoid using my back porch. I don't know. I got to figure out something, because if I lose one to my owl, I'm going to be pissed. Idaho's number one hit music channel, Z103. It's Katie Lee. I'm not going to lie. Today's 2 o'clock tea is really, really lame. Like, I really don't have that much to go on for you today. Even though I did see this, the Kung Fu classic films that include like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, apparently they're being remade with AI, and I hate that. I don't like that at all. I feel like AI should stay out of movies unless they're going to do a better job with the CGI, because some of the movies that they've been making recently with CGI, somebody should be fired. Like, how do they not have Gantu in Lilo and Stitch? He's the villain! Anyways, I don't know how I feel about this. Squid Game, it is coming to an end after the 3rd season, but there are rumors of spinoffs. So, everybody that loves Squid Game, cross your fingers on that one. Let's see. Halsey saved a videographer from getting burned by pyro during a recent show. Honestly, Halsey's such a person that would do that too. I feel like she would do anything for her people. Let's see. Lizzo says everything in her life elevated after she lost weight. And we have a bunch of new music that was released today. Benson Boone, Carol G released some stuff. Keke Palmer released some stuff. Young Blood. So, yeah, that's really all I have for your 2 o'clock tea on Z103. Happy summer solstice, my friends. It is the first official day of summer, which is crazy because I feel like it's already been going for like a month. I feel like they should move it to like beginning of June. I know you can't move summer solstice. I'm joking, by the way. But yeah, longest day of the year, and then everything's going to start getting shorter from here on out. And then it's going to be winter. Yay. I'm crying inside. Z103, it is Katie Lee. You want to know what I never see around town anymore? Like, I feel like they're just dying almost. Whatever happened to yard sales, garage sales? I feel like it is so hard to find them anymore. Granted, the way that we found them was through the newspaper. Like, I remember me, my sister, my grandma, my mom, we would go get the newspaper, we would plan everything out, and we would go yard sailing Friday mornings, Saturday mornings. But I feel like that's just not a thing anymore because we don't have that newspaper map anymore. So how are we doing this? Let me know. 208-524-1033. I'm not going to lie. I loved going to yard sales as a kid. I would find so many treasures. And I still would. Like, I know my stuff. I know it. So, do we have a new way of going or finding yard sales? Because I don't know how to do it anymore. And there used to be like apps, but they aren't very accurate in my opinion because not everybody uses them. Everybody I knew used the newspaper. I know that probably makes me sound old, but I'm not that old. I swear. So let me know how we're doing yard sales anymore. 208-524-1033. Are we just driving around looking for signs? Because at this point, that's kind of where I'm going to be doing. And that's probably why I can't find any. Let me know how we're doing this because I miss yard sailing, please. I'm not going to lie. I am a sucker for some good crumble cookies. I love sugar. I love sweets. I love all the things. And they're coming out with a Benson Boone cookie. It's called Moonbeam Ice Cream Mystical Magical Dessert. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it actually sounds a lot better than I think because I've been so curious on what the flavor of this would actually be. So basically what it is, it's a chilled chocolate cookie packed with cookies and cream pieces, crowned with vibrant moonbeam ice cream inspired lemon berry and marshmallow toppings, and then finished with sweet white drizzle and final sprinkles of cookies and cream. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and I kind of like it. So that is going to be released, or part of the let go of their cookies, happening next week, June 23rd through the 28th. So I'm gonna get it Monday morning as soon as they open. Z103, it is Katie Lee. My friends in Roberts, if you haven't heard this yet, officials have issued an urgent advisory: do not drink or boil tap water. So the recent power outage that caused a major drop in the water pressure, it may have contaminated the system, but boiling will not make it safe. So they say that could just make it worse. So until further notice, do not drink or cook or brush with tap water, and used bottled water for just everything. Don't worry, the city crews are already on it. They're water testing. It's all underway. They're hoping to have it clear in the next 2 to 5 days. But for updates, check the City of Roberts website, social media, and then, make sure you pass the word around to neighbors who may not hear this or see the story at eastidahonews.com. Oh boy, here we go. I absolutely hate the people I live with. I despise them so much, and I purposely do things that make them mad. Little things like unplugging the internet when they are gaming or hiding controllers. Dude, seriously. I also prank call them to wake them up at weird hours. I'm not sorry. I need to know what they did to you. Because, dude, at this point, you might just want to go and find your own place before they come after you. Because if I was your roommate and you were doing these things to me, I would not be happy whatsoever. So, are you justifying behavior that they're doing? I need to know what they're doing now. I'm invested, please. 208-524-1033. This is all anonymous, I swear. But, what are they doing to deserve these things? Do you just not like them? Is that just it? Or is this a mom that's tired of her teenage boys? I see what it really is. Okay. If you have a confession, go and submit it through any of the links in the apps. Vibes 103, Throwback 103, Z103. It's also over on our social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Click the link, submit your confession, get it off your chest with Z103. Okay, I have an argument. How come we don't have subtitles on any of the movies at the movie theaters? I need to have it. Sometimes we go to the movie theaters and the speakers, they suck and I can't hear anything what's going on. And I just have to sit there and maybe read the lips and figure it out myself. It's not that fun. So I say we get 2 separate theaters, okay? Of the same movie, one with subtitles, one without. Would be amazing. Idaho's #1 hit music channel, Z103. It is Katie Lee. Let's talk about one simple word. It is called effort. Okay, if you're dating somebody new, doing something for yourself, I don't know, maybe you're just trying to grow a little bit. Effort, no matter what it is, it matters. I mean, it's not like anything like grand gestures. It's just, showing up for somebody or just yourself in ways that count. So like a text back or checking in, a plan, a follow through. Don't be flaky. But this is the other side of effort. It is just as important to recognize when the effort is missing. Maybe you're always the one that's carrying the conversation. You're planning all the hangouts, or you're just trying to figure out where you stand with somebody. You're not asking for too much. All you're asking for is freaking effort. And guess what? You deserve that. So you do not have to beg for basic energy. You also do not have to match someone's bare minimum. So today, I want you to give effort where it's deserved, but also get rid of the people that don't give you effort back, okay? Z103, it is Katie Lee. It is Friday. We had New Music Friday earlier, but it also means all of the nerdy things happening in our world. I love nerd news, okay? So we're going to SpaceX. I think they're running out of rockets because they just exploded another one of their Starship rockets on Wednesday. So thankfully, this time it was on the ground, but they were prepping it for a routine static fire, so they run the boosters, but it never actually leaves the ground. Thankfully, nobody was hurt in this situation, but I was watching a video of this. It's a YouTube channel, and they were covering the whole thing live, and their reaction was, so about those launch dates, I think they're going to have to delay it a bit. I'm sorry. It was a lot funnier the way that they said it, but anyways. Let's see. In other space news, Honda, so weird, they landed its own reusable rocket. There's up to a 40% chance a ninth planet or Planet X is hiding in our solar system. Okay. And then the European Space Agency hopes to have a base on Mars by 2040. Please don't. Can we just leave it alone out there? Like, we don't need to put our grubby little fingers all over the place. Okay. I'm just saying. There was, and this one, Optics News. There was a team in Scotland that was able to detect light passing through an entire human head for the first time. They said it could open new doors for brain imaging. Usually, if you can see straight through somebody's head, that says enough about the person. I don't think there's much upstairs for them. So, yeah. Doesn't shining a flashlight through your ear do the same thing? I did it as a kid. Don't question me. Anyways, nerd news for you today. Katie Lee here on Z103. I've got your daily dummy for today. So they're in Nebraska. They pulled off one of the, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Clunkiest heists ever. Sorry, I can't speak today. Anyways, they stole $3,000 in quarters. Yeah. So what was that? 12,000 quarters? How did they get away with 12,000 quarters? So they broke into somebody's home, swiped $200 in cash, and then they hauled out 150 pounds of quarters. Like, I don't know. Are they gym dudes? Or they do the strongman competitions? They prepped for this? The security cameras caught the two suspects and a dog in a gray car, leaving from the alley. But exactly what role? Why was the dog there? Maybe he was just, I don't know, moral support. Anyways, moving on. More dummy points for them. The guy who entered knew how to deactivate the security system, which means it might have been an inside job. I don't know. But if you're saving up for a vacation, probably don't do it in quarters. Why would they even consider stealing all of those quarters? Me, as a robber, I would have broken into somebody's house and been like, man, that's a lot of quarters. I'm not carrying that out. Whatever happened to just automatic transfer, man? Katie Lee on Z103, my friends. I'm out of here for the day and for the weekend. So with that, y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome. I'll see you back here Monday. Bye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.